Welcome back to the Mountain Man Medical YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Air Force's Special Tactics Squadron. These are elite operators in the Air Force who are very highly specialized in some pretty cool things. And they happen to be on hand in Idaho to take care of a couple of motorcyclists who were struck from behind on the highway. It's a pretty interesting story, so hang out. Let's talk about that next. Alright guys, before we get into this video, do me a huge favor, go down below and hit the like and subscribe button. That's a free way to support me here at the channel. So if you learned something or you enjoyed the video or both, that's a great way to support me here at the channel. And don't forget to head over to mountainmanmedical.com and check out our Yellowstone and Wind River Trauma Kits. So let's get into this video. On May 15th of this year, members of the Oregon National Guard unit of 125th, they were traveling down I-84, heading to Gowan Field in Idaho when they witnessed a motor vehicle collision. A motorcycle with two riders was struck from behind at a high rate of speed. Senior Master Sergeant Stephen Studdenny told Steve Conklin of the 142nd Wing, "I look over and I see it happen. I tell the driver to pull over. I was running across the highway on the phone and calling the others to grab their gear, and I looked back and they were already out of their vehicles running across the median." Like, everybody already knew what was going on. And if you know anything about pararescue and combat controllers, these are some pretty tough dudes who are trained, very highly skilled to recover people, to rescue people. So these are pretty much exactly the guys that you want to see running at you. These are extremely specialized for this particular type of a situation. Their entire job is to run in and save people from really bad situations inside of war zones or in catastrophe areas. Like, these are the kinds of guys that you want to see running in your direction if you're not doing so hot. So these guys are returning from a training exercise, including a course on tactical combat casualty care. So they actually had all of the gear with them that they needed to stabilize and work on these casualties. The commander, Major Alex Nell, he's the commander of the 125th STS, he says these guys were in flip-flops sprinting across the median, ready to flag down traffic and create a roadblock to protect their teammates and patients. We had guys that blocked and directed traffic while their teammates simultaneously moved to triage and treat what ended up being two patients. We had 4 to 5 pararescuemen and combat controllers working on each patient. The team immediately got an IV access started. They put in an IO port, which is usually something that you do with a casualty where you can't get any IV access on their limbs, their extremities, right? Because of the trauma being so bad. So what they'll do is they'll take a needle and they'll punch it into your sternum or maybe into your shin bone, and that's a way for them to start flushing fluid directly into your bone marrow. One of the things that'll happen, especially with motorcycle accidents, are amputations. The arms and the legs, they get chewed up pretty bad. So that might have been a reason why they were needing to get that interosseous IV access started. Major Nell, he goes on to say that without a shadow of a doubt, and the ICU confirmed it, one of the patients would have died on scene had it not been for one of my airmen, and then the other patient would have died from shock. He says, the week prior, we had happened to just complete our TCCC refresher and had hands-on cadaver training, including everything from controlling arterial bleeding to establishing airways via cricothyroidotomy. So he's pretty proud of his boys, obviously, Major Nell. He went on to say, "I think in special tactics, we just expect this of our operators and of ourselves. When you take a step back and put their actions into context, this isn't a deployed theater with combat operations. This is the middle of Idaho. And if it hadn't been for the actions of our guys, one person would have been dead, potentially two. I couldn't be more proud of everything they did." Thanks for checking out this video, guys. I'm going to leave a link to the blog post for this down in the description down below. So if you want to go and check that out, feel free to do that, and head over to mountainmanmedical.com and check out our Yellowstone and Wind River Trauma Kits and be ready for whatever the highway of Idaho is going to throw at you. I might do a video about these guys, the Special Tactics Squadron. I found it very interesting. I started to look into them a little bit because I didn't know that much about them and their programs, and so far everything I've been seeing has been pretty interesting. I think I might do a video on that. If you guys want to learn more about the pararescuemen and what they do and how they do it, I find it pretty fascinating. So if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. Be ready for whatever the mountain throws at you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.